Intuitive F2L is a very important concept in the CFOP method. So instead of solving the corner and the edge separately, for intuitive F2L, we do one sequence of moves that solves the corner and edge at the same time. So there are three fundamental cases you can get for intuitive F2L when the corner and edge are both on the top layer. So this is the first case where we have the corner and edge here, and the top colors are matching colors. In this case, the top colors are both red. If that's the case, then you want to face the slot that you want to solve. From here, you want to move the corner into either this position or this position, depending on where the white color is. So you want to move the corner into one of these positions in a way that you can still see white. So if I move the corner into this position, I can't see the white, so this is the wrong position to move the corner in. If I move the corner to this position, I can still see the white, so this is the correct place to move the corner. Following that, we want to move the edge next to the corner because the edge color and the corner color are matching. So from here, the easiest way would be to hide the corner away from the slot like this, move the edge over by doing a U prime in this case, and then move the corner back. And that way you can clearly see that you have the corner and edge paired up. From here, we need to insert into the front. So this is a very important insert. So from here, we want to move the F2L pair all the way to the front. From here, we want to check that the top color is matching the front color. If that's the case, then we can go ahead with the insert. So we want to move the open slot onto the top layer like this, move the F2L pair into this position so that the white colors eventually will match, and then bring this F2L pair all the way back down like that. And that way you've solved the F2L into the front slot. Here's another example of that first case I just mentioned. So once again, the corner and the edge are both on the top layer, and you'll notice that the colors are both matching. So once again, first step is to move the corner into the left or right positions. So here we want to move it in a way that we can still see the white color. So you notice that if we move it this way, I can still see white. So this is the correct place to hold the corner. From here, we want to move the corner away from the slot. So move it this way. Move the edge next to the corner, which is in this position here. When we move the corner back onto the top layer, the pair has now paired up. From now, we want to move the F2L pair in a way that the top colors are matching the front colors. So in this position, we want to make sure that the slot is on the top layer. So move it onto the top layer, match up the white colors. So white matches up with the white, and then move the whole side back down. And that way you've solved this F2L case into the front. The next case you can get is this case I have here, where we have once again the corner and the edge on the top layer. Only difference is that you'll notice that the top colors are not matching. So the top color for the corner is blue, but the top color for the edge is red. With this case, it's a slightly different case to the previous one. So once again, the first step is still the same. We want to move the corner to either the left or the right side, depending on where the white corner color is. So in this case, if we move it once again to the right side, we can still see the white color. So it means that this is the correct place to put the corner. Now the important thing is where we're going to place the edge. So remember, when the edge is matching, we want to place it next to the corner. But when the edge and the corner top color is not matching, then we actually want to place it directly across from where we did last time. So if they were matching, we want to place the edge into this position. But now that they are not matching, directly across from this position is over here. So this is the target position for this edge. So to move this edge into this position, once again, it's the same as how we did it for the previous case. We hide the corner, move the edge over, and then bring the corner back onto the top layer. It may not look like it, but they are actually paired up in this case. And to make it a bit more obvious, we want to move the corner back on top of the target slot. From here, we want to do a move that matches the red on the corner with the red on the edge. So you notice that if we do this move here, the reds match up. And in this case, we can tell that they've paired up. So once they're paired up, match white with white, And then finally, just put the layer back down and then you've solved that pair into the front. So going over that case again quickly, the corner and the edge are both on the top layer. The colors are not matching, so we want to move the corner to either the left or the right side. In this case, if we move it to the left side, we can still see the white color, so this is the correct way to move it. Because the top colors are not matching, remember the edge needs to go directly across from the corner. So if they were matching, the target position for the edge is here. Because that they are not matching, the target position for the edge is going to be in this position. So once again, we hide the corner, move the edge into the target position, bring the corner back onto the top layer. That pairs it up. From here, we want to do a move that matches the front color with the top color. Notice that if we do this move here, the two colors match up. After that, match up the whites, and then bring the layer back down. The final case you can get for intuitive F2O is this case here, when the corner and edge are both on the top layer and the white color on the corner is facing upwards. So if the white is facing upwards, then we need to pair it up in a slightly different way. So the way to pair this case up is actually to move the edge over so that the side edge color is matching the side center color. From here, we want to move the edge away from the open slot. We want to move the edge into this position. Once the edge is here, we want to move the white so that it is on top of the edge. So we want to move this corner into this position, and from here you'll notice that they actually pair up. Here we restore this cross edge, and that brings the F2O pair onto the top layer, and from here we can insert the same as the first case. Bring the slot up, match up the white colors, and then bring this slot back down. So occasionally you will get F2O cases like this when the corner is attached to the edge. So with these cases, the first step would actually be to split the case up. So in this case, we can split it up by hiding the corner, moving the edge away from the corner, and then moving the corner back onto the top layer. From here, because they're split up, we can go ahead and solve this case, which I just showed previously. Hide the edge, move the corner on top of the edge, and then insert regularly. Another possible case that you can get is if you have an edge or a corner that's inserted into its slot. So in this case, the easiest way to go about it is to move the corner away from the edge, then move the edge onto the top layer that's not next to the corner. So in this case, if I move the edge here, that's a good idea because it's away from the corner. And from here, we can just solve this regular case. So remember, for this case, we want to move the corner into the left or right positions so that we can still see the white color. So in this case, we move it here, edge directly across from the corner. So actually in this position. From here, we move the corner back over its slot, match up blue, match up white, bring the slot back down. Of course, it is possible to have your corner inserted as well. In this case, you treat it similar to if you had an edge inserted. So similar to the previous case, we want to move the edge away from the corner. Take the corner out so that it's not next to the edge. So in this case, if we take the corner out into this position, it's away from the edge, so that's a good thing. From here, we just do this case regularly. So once again, move this corner to the left or the right positions so that we can still see the white. So if we move it into this position, we can still see the white. Because the top colors are not matching, the edge does not belong next to the corner. It belongs across from the corner, so it belongs here. So move the edge here by hiding the corner, move the edge over, bring the corner back up, and then from here, insert into the front like this by matching colors here, matching the whites, and then bringing the side back down. So that's it for the intuitive F2O tutorial. Really only 3 fundamental cases that you need to know. If you have any of the special cases that I mentioned later in the video where you had F2O pieces attached or F2O pieces inserted incorrectly, you can always reduce them down to one of the 3 fundamental cases. So like the video if you learned something new. Please subscribe if you want to see more similar videos. If you have any questions about anything in this video, feel free to let me know in the comments section. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.